What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Before we start the video, like the video before we start. Let's get into it. Y'all gonna love this video because it's gonna be, I don't know, like kind of like a part two of what I did last night. I'm talking about these young stars, but I'm talking about the greatness of Kobe and Michael Jordan. And I'm gonna give some love to Phil Jackson. I'm gonna give some love to John Sally, give it arenas, and all these other analysts, ESPN people, not ESPN people, just people in the play the game, know the game, play in the triangle, and talk about the triangle and what Phil Jackson did for Kobe and Michael Jordan. I made a video last night. I said these stars are not like today's stars. These guys having a hard time. All you do is play isolation basketball, top of the key, pick and roll, top of the key with a defense alpha guys can key in on you, and it's easy to guard. None of these guys can get to the mid post area, the high post, or to the free throw line, and play offense from that way. The triangle offense allowed Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan to do that. It allowed them to dictate and don't know where the defense go. And nobody in team, no coaches, no coaching staff, no players can actually implement this. Coaches can implement this. Phil Jackson. That's why I got to go back and consider Phil Jackson and GOAT coach. I thought Greg Pop was. I started thinking about Greg Pop, but I think that for the consideration, just because he had Kobe, Michael Jordan, but with the offense he did, he was able to win 11 championships because that style. It was so hard. But then you don't win those championships without players caliber of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, those two guys. But in the same sense, you still got to give them credit for implementing it. And nobody has been successful as a coach as doing it and doing that way. Because all these coaches do now want to run high pick and roll. They don't really run offense. They're not doing that. So we got to give Phil Jackson his credit for that. And these analysts say, well, LeBron James never had a Phil Jackson, and he never had a coach that can implement and that can make it easier for his players. And I agree with that. But you know what I don't agree with? LeBron James' skill set doesn't have the skill set of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. That's this big difference. It's one difference, but it's really the biggest and most important one. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan can go down to the post and play like Hakeem Olajuwon. Play like a low post player with skill. They can turn over both shoulders. They can post you up. They can fade away. They can finish around the rim. In the area where they can get their guys off their spots. They can up or under you in the post. They can do these things. They have the dream shape. They have these moves and abilities and skill set that LeBron James, Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, SGA, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, all these great stars in the NBA doesn't have today. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why Nikola Jokic can never be Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan level because he can't handle the ball. You see how all the guards handle the ball in pick and roll? If a defensive sign you to run pick and roll, and all you gotta do is run a pick and roll and isolation basketball, Kobe and Michael Jordan can do that. But the best of them, not probably the best. And they can go down in their post like a fucking post player and play that way. Like a Nikola Jokic as a 7-footer. They can go down in the post like a 7-footer and they obviously wing perimeter players and guards, and they can play out there like the LeBrons, the James Hardens, the SGAs and Luka Doncic can do. They can do all, and Steph Curry, their game is complete. There's no weakness in their game, so that's why it's hard to beat them. The reason why LeBron got 4 championships, 4 out of 10, you gotta say, okay, he didn't have Phil Jackson to implement that kind of offense, but his skill set wanted to implement the triangle. Then you gotta say, okay, if Kobe Bryant played in the pick and roll offense, isolation, how many points would he score? How many assists would he have? His scoring average would go up. Kobe sacrificed his scoring average. Not just because he's on the bench his first 2 years and the last year's injury. He would have more assists and rebounds and scoring points playing in that kind of style, James Harden offense, that LeBron style offense whole career, that SG offense, these kind of offense. Steph Curry as well. That's why Steph Curry won, because Steve Curry took something of Phil Jackson. It's like a similar to a triangle. That's why Steph Curry run out screens, run out picks, get cuts. What the triangle offense do, it allows you to know where your offensive players are. It's hard for the defense to match up because the triangle dictate offense. So in the fourth quarter, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan can get to the isolation and that isolation triangle. We learned that in school, right? And they can dominate in the fourth quarter and be these great closers and show off their skill set better. So I think coaching show off their players' skill sets and put them in position. All coaching do is put the talent they have in position to win. Phil Jackson did the greatest job of doing. That's why he's the greatest coach of all time under new reconsideration. So a lot of these players couldn't play in the Phil Jackson outfit because their skill set doesn't allow them to. LeBron James' skill set doesn't allow him to. He's not comfortable playing in the post. He can go. He's essentially the coach. Him and JJ Redick, right? He never want to play in the post. He doesn't feel like, why bring the ball? He just sit. Or he sit in the corner and let Luka dribble, or he'll go high screen and roll himself. His game not comfortable playing in the post. As big as he is, right? As big as he is, physically as gifted he is, he never was comfortable playing in the post. That offense can do something like Kobe said in Michael, and what it did, it allowed them to dictate what the defense do. You're gonna so you get in the defense in a vulnerable position when you got them helping that close to the basket instead of the defense keying in on 5 guys. There's nowhere to go with the ball. That's why you're seeing SGA struggle. That's why you're seeing Nikola Jokic them struggle, right? That defense, and when you play and you get great position with the defense, now you're making the defense vulnerable in ways. Now you can get a catch and shoot 3 at the wing corner, the top of the key, right there on the wing. You can get a cutter. You can pass the ball down low to another post player down that pause, a la Shaq, a la Horace Grant with Michael, a la Kochek, and you can get these guys. You can get these guys on your team that's not really great players, but they're great for what you need them to do in position to score or get the hockey assist. Most of the time, you don't get the hockey assist. That's what Kobe and Michael Jordan did. They get a lot of time. They don't get the initial assist because they're not dribble penetrating all the time. They're getting the hockey assist to make the offense run better and make it harder for the defense to defend them. And these guys' skill set today is just excellent in the basketball, like Kobe Bryant said, excellent in the basketball. It's dribble penetration, kick out, and pass to the open guy. Hope the guy make the shot. That's not great basketball, right? And defense is in the playoffs easy to do that, to guard that. That's why James Harden won a championship. That's why Allen Iverson won a championship, even though I got to do with a small stature, but he did have Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony won a championship. These guys' offense it's not. That's why I say Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, the 2 best players ever. And the reason why Kobe the best player, Kobe sits along right there with Michael, because Kobe, all 5 championships, that bullshit they talk about with Shaq, all 5 of his championships, he was an all-NBA performer, whether it be second team or first team. So just because a guy got hot and had a great round in the finals like Shaq doesn't discredit Kobe championships at all. And Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, the only 2 players in the NBA to be first team all-NBA, while simultaneously first team all-defense, and win the scoring title in the same season. Kobe did it twice. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan did it 9 times. Kobe Bryant, the only player to have, I think it's second all time to LeBron James in all NBA first team selection. LeBron James have 13. Kobe has 11. Kareem has 10. So why do Kareem? Because they want to talk about lead MVP. That's bogus. Because you're gonna tell me Steve Nash, Giannis Antetokounmpo is better than Kobe Bryant? You're going to tell me Steve Nash better than Kobe Bryant because he got more MVPs? No, that's stupid. Cut it out. Just cut it out. So, Kareem and LeBron get the credit for being in the GOAT debate, but Kobe is the only guy that's lacking. He got 30,000 plus points. He got 5 championships. He's a lead MVP. He's a multiple finals MVP. He's second all time in all NBA selections to LeBron James. He's the only player in NBA history with 30,000 points, 6,000 assists, and 5 championships. He's 4th all time in scoring. He have all these individual accolades. He got the most NBA selection, first team all defense. Tied with, I think he tied with Michael Jordan, tied with Kevin Garnett, and tied with Tim Duncan. Well, Tim Duncan got 8. Tim Duncan got the most all NBA defense selections. Kobe tied with Michael, Kevin Garnett. It's for first team all defense selection. He got all these great accomplishments, but he's left out of the GOAT conversation. We got to put an end to that, and this channel is the reason why we're gonna put an end to it. Think about writing a book. Man, it'll be a great book. I've been in mode for writing. Tell me what y'all think about that. If you like this video, comment to the video. Peace.